Hello friends, welcome once again to my YouTube channel Steel World. Today we will discuss one of the hot topic of Indian economy, that is steel prices surge in India post COVID-19 pandemic. As you know that steel has been one of the backbone of Indian economy post independence. In the year 2018, the figure shows that total steel produced by India was around 111 metric tons. And if you go by this, in India there are some of the steel makers are Tata, JW, JSPL and Steel Authority of India, that is SAIL. Currently China is the leading nation of steel producing, and which nearly accounts 51% of total steel produced in the world. Next India, then Japan and Australia. If you see the current prices in India, the current prices in India are increased nearly 51% compared to the prices of the steel in July, in the 2020. The current prices of the hot roll coils are about 54,000 metric tons, which was around 37,000 metric tons in July. Similarly, the prices of steel which is used for TMT and construction have increased up to 52,000 metric ton, which was there around 32,000 during July this year. So there is almost 56% increase in steel prices in India. If you go the steel making process, the raw material used for the steel making, these are the like iron ore, coking coal and graphite electrodes. In this, iron ore and the coal are the two major factors which govern the cost of the steel produced. In this, iron ore is one raw material which is produced in India as well as in Australia. And surprisingly, in the COVID area, China is importing this iron ore mostly from India and Australia, which is accounting more than 60%. And due to this import of iron ore in India, the raw material to make the steel is availability is very much on the lesser side, and this is one of the reason of increasing prices of the steel. We will go further detail that reasons for the increasing prices. Now if you go the reasons of increase in steel prices in India, the one reason is obviously that is the COVID-19 pandemic. During this period, let us from March to August, absolutely in India there is no demand of steel in India. So during this period, the steel makers in India decided to export the steels produced so that they can survive. So they have exported all the steel produced to China and other European countries, and that export is still going on till date. And this is and that's why the steel makers are giving very less steel to Indian domestic market, which that is why the supply and demand are is not on the same page. The suddenly demand of steel is has been increased since to August 2020, and but at the same time the supply of the steels in Indian domestic market is very less. So automatically the steel prices have started increasingly. During this period, the iron and steel exported to the China and other countries is close to rupees 13,000 crore, which is all time high. The second obvious reason is the increase of iron ore prices, that is from rupees 1900 metric ton to 4,000 metric ton. This is due to this the raw material for steel making is the essential ingredient, and definitely this is one of the factor to increase the steel prices in India. The third one will be the export from the steel makers, which is on high. As I already told, it is close to dollar about 710 metric ton, which is very good value for these Indian steel makers. So during this period, China has imported all the steels from other countries like India and other countries. The impacts of this steel, the impact of this high steel prices, obviously this is the one reason is the automobile industry. Since automobile industry consumes the 90% of the steel, the prices of the steel affecting the automobile sector to increase the vehicle prices. Maruti Suzuki already decided to increase the prices by January 2021 to 40 to 60,000 rupees. Similarly, other car manufacturers also have the same trend. And second, the impact is the real estate and infrastructure projects have been halted due to these high prices of steels, the prices of the steels. And the third positive impact of the high steel prices is obviously the this steel makers revival. For Tata, their share prices are almost climbed to 70%. Similarly, JSW, JSPL, there are 30%, and for SAIL it is almost 75%. So the steel makers, their all debt have been cleared due to this export of the steel from the steel makers during this COVID period. Third will be the when these prices will become normal. Obviously, there are two ways to normalize these prices. Either you increase the production, or to start the importing steels from the China and other countries. This import of the steel has been levied by the Indian government till 31st January 2021. After this, the government will take a decision regarding the import of the steel. Second obvious choice is that increasing the production. During COVID-19, the production of the steel makers have been hampered very largely due to non-ability of the workers and other factors. If the steel makers increase their capacity, definitely they will supply more steel in Indian domestic, that will sum up with the demand. But at the last, we can say that there is another factor, that is a ban on exporting the iron ore. Indian government has recently taken a decision to ban on exporting the iron ore. This factor also will normalize the steel prices in India. But as a experts in Indian economy, this continue rise of steel prices trend will be there till first quarter of 2021. And after that budget, the prices and the policy of the government will decide the next trend of the steel prices. But as of now, the prices will continue to climb up next in January, February and March. So we need to see the trend of the steel prices in coming months. Thank you.
वाढले